Alright guys, hey, in this video I'm going to be talking about accepting the culture when you move out to the Philippines. And I've got a great backdrop behind me here, Magital Falls and Buda, which is on the border of Bukidnon in the Davao, Mindanao region. Stick around. Alright, so it's actually starting to rain here, but real quick I wanted to talk about accepting the culture in the Philippines. And a lot of people do this, and I'm guilty as well, but when I first moved out to the Philippines, I had a bad habit of comparing everything to the West. And everything was like, oh, I can get better food than this, or I can get this, in America we do it like this, and blah, blah, blah. And it never really dawned on me how annoying it really is until somebody actually told me and said, hey, you compare everything. It's starting to rain. I might have to move locations here. Anyway, so what I was saying is most people fight the culture a little bit. You know, they compare it with their own country. And I even remember when I had an Italian relative come from Italy to the US, and he was constantly comparing it to Italy. And I was actually kind of getting annoyed after a while. I used to say, why don't you go back to Italy? I mean, why are you here? And I look back at that and I think, oh my God, was I that guy? Was I that annoying, constantly comparing everything to the US? And hopefully I wasn't, but I think I was maybe at the beginning. And a lot of guys can be like that, you know. And by the way, this is the river. This is on the border of the Bukidnon region, about an hour and a half from Davao. And it's a great ride. A little remote village out here in the middle of nowhere. There are a lot of tourists that come to this area. It's called Buda, and it's known for these great lookouts and views of the mountains and the landscape, and you got waterfalls. And so if you come out to the Davao region, you want to check out Buda, about an hour and a half out from Davao on the Bukidnon border. So anyway, you don't want to fight the culture. You got to at least accept 50% of it, or you'll end up going crazy. You want to at least try different foods. Be open to it. Don't fight the culture, and don't just say, oh no, I'm not going to try this, I'm not going to try that. Especially if you came out here to live. If you came out here to live, you're going to be a miserable person. If you try to imitate your Western style of life the entire time, it's going to be miserable for you. So try things. Try a little karaoke, with the Filipinos. They could care less how bad you sing. It doesn't matter to them. There's a lot of bad singers in the Philippines, and there's a lot of phenomenal singers. So just try it, Get used to big celebrations, big parties for birthdays where all the neighbors come. Just be open about it. Embrace the culture a little bit. I'm not saying you have to accept 100%. It can be hard when you come from another country and you've lived there for so long. It's really hard to change your entire life and your culture over. It's going to be next to impossible, but don't fight the Philippine culture. Accept at least 50%. You'll be much happier. So anyway, I'm going to go check out another waterfall in a little bit. This is kind of the type of video that I want to do from now on. I don't get a lot of views when I go check out these waterfalls and hikes, stuff like that. People don't seem to be that interested. I do get kind of a hardcore following who really are interested in this type of video. And then I get a lot of people who actually want the videos where I'm just talking. So I figured I would combine the two, go to locations and have a topic to talk about, and kind of get the best of both worlds in one video. So that's kind of the format that I will do. Extra footage of the hike to the waterfall and things like that will be found in the members only category. If you're supporting the Geo in the Philippines channel and you sign up for a membership, then you'll get access to some of these videos and badges and things like that. Anyway, as many of you know already, I have got engaged. It was a quick engagement, but doesn't mean I'm rushing into the marriage. It's when you know it's right, it's right. And so anyway, that's really about all I want to say. Is I just know some people who sit around with other expats. They complain and complain and complain about how things are done here, how they don't like this, they don't like that, and they just fight it the entire way. They fight the culture. And I just don't understand why you would come out here to live, marry a Filipina, if you're not going to at least try things, try to accept at least half the culture anyway. You know, try food. Some people I know will come out here and the first thing they ask is, where can I get Western food? Well, listen, you just arrived in a brand new country. Why don't you try some Filipino food before you shut it down completely immediately? You know, try it before you automatically say, no, I'm not going to eat that. There are a lot of good foods here. And the festivals and the culture here can be amazing, really. So embrace it, you know, embrace it at least a little bit. Don't fight it. That's really about all for this video. I just wanted to show you this great waterfall. I did the hike. Again, like I said, that full hike video will be on my membership video channel, and you can access that by becoming a YouTube member. And it's starting to rain again, even though it's sunny out. So I'm going to go ahead and call it a day and go back up to the top, and there might be one more waterfall that I will go see. Okay, anyway, back at the starting point, finished the hike to the waterfall. Started raining pretty hard, so I'm going to wait for the rain to stop and then continue on either to another waterfall or back to Davao. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. See you next time.
Come on, can you move along? I said, baby, I know you're on a roll. Sweet honey, let's take it real.